Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for one fall, is the Texas Tornado Tag Team Match. Your referee is Ken Wallace. Introducing first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at a combined 474 pounds, Bobby Moore, Tyler Smith, the Technicians.
The Technicians, not too long ago, injuring the arm of Billy Buck and Chris King. Tonight, all four men will be in the ring at one time.
Opponents.
Girl, you never know.
And here they come. Not even waiting for Greg Hunter to give the introduction. Now, fans, referee Ken Wallace is basically just there to count the pinfall. This is Texas Tornado rules. If you're not too keen on what Texas Tornado rules mean, basically, all four men are legal. One pinfall is going to win this thing, but this is a little bit of retribution for Redneck and Hippie Boy.
Good grief, you mean for Billy Buck and Chris King, the Wild Bunch, separately. Beautiful game plan by the Technicians, whether you like it or not. They isolated members of the Wild Bunch several months ago right here in NWA Anarchy, and one by one, they took out the arms of the Wild Bunch. The Wild Bunch sidelined for several months, several weeks. It's been a long time since these two teams have locked it up in an environment where something could potentially get settled. We have seen altercations, we have seen attacks, we have seen a very, very personal issue between these four men.
Hey, Greg Hunter, I hate to cut you off, but Billy Buck's arm just wrapped across that ring post, and I believe that's the arm that was injured.
It certainly was, and see, going right after it is Tyler Smith, Chris King, and Bobby Moore in the ring. Texas Tornado rules, everyone's legal.
And Greg Hunter, that drop kick that Chris King hit, he looked down to check on his partner and wasn't able to get the full effects of it. And right now he finds himself alone in the ring while his partner's outside hurt.
Billy Buck trying to get back in the ring. Here comes Bobby Moore, pounding away on the arm and depositing Billy Buck back out to the floor. With the Texas Tornado rules in effect, this is a very, very intelligent strategy by the Technicians. With Billy Buck on the floor, somewhat incapacitated, it leaves Chris King in a very legal double team position, not enviable. And right here, some of the trademark offense, but Billy Buck, whoa. Wonderful maneuvering there by Chris King. Give the assist to Billy Buck on that roll-up attempt, but he just had his head taken off.
And Greg Hunter, I'm just wondering how much use is Billy Buck going to be? I mean, right now it looks like he's one arm down, one to go.
And continuing to work over the arms. Chop to the chest of Billy Buck. Tyler Smith deposits him on the floor again.
I really don't like him anyway.
Who's Tyler Smith?
No, Billy Buck. Who do you think? I like Tyler Smith. He's a good kid.
You would. Right now, he is pounding away on the arm of Billy Buck on the arena floor. You'll notice Ken Wallace not admonishing and not counting what's going on the floor. The decision must take place in the ring. And as long as there's a person from each team there,
I just thought of something.
What do you find so terribly funny?
You know what the Wild Bunch want for Christmas? Their 2-4 arms.
That was horrible. Absolutely. And right now, Chris King in a very unenviable position at the mercy of the Technicians. Set up, vertical suplex. Billy Buck, one good arm. He's trying to get back in the ring and constantly finds himself pushed down to the arena floor.
Ever since Billy Buck's arm hit that ring post, this has essentially been a 2-on-1. You know, save for a couple of times that Billy Buck's found himself on the apron, but for the most part, this has been a 2-on-1, and I'm surprised Chris King's lasted this long.
Chris King's got a lot of heart, a lot of guts. And right now, You got to remember, Chris King is a man who once hung with all of his weight from his knee in this very building in a ladder match and still came back to climb the ladder and get the win for his team. So never underestimate the intestinal fortitude of Chris King. He can take a lot of punishment, as can Billy Buck, and he has thus far in this match. Elbow, make it 2, make it 3. Buck trying to fight with only one good arm, scoop and a slam, favoring that arm. Not enough for the Samoan drop.
He went that Samoan drop, but definitely not enough arm strength, and right now he may be paying for it.
A cover, and only a 2 count, says referee Ken Wallace, off of that arm breaker. And now, with Chris King down, it appears that Billy Buck will be the target of the day for the technicians, and this is looking like an eerily familiar scene right here.
And right there, I mean, Billy Buck able to fight out of it, and I was just getting ready to say, this didn't spell well for Billy Buck, but right now takes out Tyler Smith, and now it's just Billy Buck and Bobby Moore in the ring.
Narrowly escaping the fate that took out one of the arms of Billy Buck some time ago. Forced off the center rope. Chris King tried to fly, and he paid for it.
And Greg Hunter, you got to give the assist to Billy Buck there. If Billy Buck wouldn't have been there on that springboard, Chris King may have not been taken out as quite as hard by Bobby Moore.
Cover 2, and only a 2 count from that midair collision between Bobby Moore and Chris King. Buck now firing away on Tyler Smith. Moore and King still down. Chop from Billy Buck, the native of Anderson, South Carolina, fighting with just his right arm. Back and forth, trying to hold off both of these individuals. And now, looking perhaps for the figure 4. Billy Buck has the figure 4 locked in. Chris King, well, look for a schoolboy for a second. Instead, looking for the sharpshooter. Chris King with the sharpshooter. Billy Buck with the figure 4. It looks like it's a limb for a limb on the mind to the Wild Bunch.
And Greg Hunter, they're going for the legs. They're not going for the arms. You take out a man's legs, he's not going to be able to walk.
Oh, the positioning there of Bobby Moore. He was able to reach up and rake at the eyes of Chris King to force the release of the sharpshooter. Tyler Smith there repaying the favor. And once again, Billy Buck finds himself on the floor here. Oh, and a spinning neck breaker.
And Billy Buck has found himself on the floor more in this match than any time else in the match here. He's been more outside the ring, than he has inside the ring. But Chris King is the only one on his feet right now. We've got 2 technicians down.
And Chris King, albeit very slowly, trying to make his way up to the 3rd floor here in the NWA arena. He gets caught, however. Forearms from Tyler Smith, and now Smith outside on the apron as well. Very precarious positioning here for these 2 men. What in the world could he possibly have? Is he going to try to superplex Chris King to the floor?
That's what it looks like right now.
It's exactly what it looks like. Chris King and Tyler Smith are slugging it out. Chris King falls back. He could be a goner. He'll land on the guardrail. Tyler Smith's landing would be not that much more pleasant than hardwood floor. He hits the apron first.
And that may have been fortunate for him to hit the apron before hitting the floor.
Chris King up top, cross body, cover 2, and only a 2 count.
Greg Hunter didn't have the leg hook, nor did he have enough strength to cover the body.
Smith and Buck slugging it out right down here below our announce position. King with a double leg, and now just pounding away at Bobby Moore. Tyler Smith charges in, Samoan drop. Samoan drop.
And one last good move out of Billy Buck there, because he's not showing a lot of signs of life there. That may have taken out everything from him.
And right now, Bobby Moore in the ring, side rush in. Bobby Moore holds on. Bobby Moore holds on to that top rope. Bobby Moore charges in. Super kick right into the side rush and leg sweep. Cover 2. We got winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Billy Buck